What's up, YouTube? I'm saying this here to keep myself accountable. I have been, you guys have probably noticed, slightly inconsistent with my uploading schedule / frequency lately, and that's kind of just my own fault, I suppose. And previously I was uploading almost every single day, 4 or 5 times a week, Monday through Friday mostly. It was always at like 6:30 in the morning, and I got away from that for a little while because after prep ended, I was just kind of just going with life and figuring things out. But I decided that today I need some structure. Karen and I were just saying how much we talk with our hands, and I just automatically
And I said it is because we are Italian AF. How Italian are you?
I'm 75%. How much are you?
75%.
Anyways, I'm going to I'm not going to ever stop talking with my hands, so just get used to it. I'm going to be uploading every other day from now on, so it'll still be 4 times a week, if that makes sense, every other day. So it won't be any particular days, but it'll just be every other day. So whatever day this video goes up, you probably won't see one tomorrow, but you'll see one the next day, and I'll just keep up with that schedule. Just so you guys know, just so you guys are aware. I'm holding myself accountable right here with my hands. Hello. Every other day.
Dying.
Icon meals came. Randy, I like listening to you, but I'm gonna turn you off just so I can talk to YouTube for a minute. Love you, Rance. Turkey breast and vegetables. Herb roasted white potato because I haven't had potatoes in a while. I've been doing mostly rice. Chicken by the pound. All right, my Sony was on some weird setting where it won't let me adjust the ISO, and I don't feel like fixing it, so let me turn myself down here. Bulk asparagus. This Icon Meals box was actually supposed to go to Florida, but luckily I was able to reroute it because Florida isn't happening anymore, unfortunately, and I was really pumped to go to the Fort Lauderdale Fit Expo, but hopefully everybody's safe over there. Hurricane Matthew is happening, and there was no safety in flying anywhere, so hopefully everybody's safe over there. I am going to Miami in November for a Pardoma's workshop. Super excited about that. So I'll be in Florida then, and then I'll hopefully get to Tampa for the 1 or 2 days after the workshop because I did want to go to Tampa, meet up with my coach, meet up with PE Science, and hopefully meet some of you guys. Beef medallion. So I got beef, rice, and green beans as a meal. More beef and more rice. So that's not that exciting, but I did get way too much Icon Meals popcorn. These are my 2 favorites. This one's the peanut butter popcorn. This one's the dark chocolate sea salt popcorn. This one's a little bit higher calorie. 200 calories here, 150 calories per serving for this one. This one's a little higher fat because it's peanut butter. Icon Meals did make a cotton candy flavored popcorn, which is pink. I haven't tried it yet, but this one's 150 calories as well. Bubblegum cotton candy, and this is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If you guys haven't tried this popcorn yet, this stuff is crack. Like, I can't get my hands off of it. Now the only thing is, where the hell am I gonna put all of these meals? This is Karen's Meal Prep Company, and then there's the new Halo Top flavors and stuff. Little rearranging maybe, yeah.
Do you feel the same? It's shutting down my brain. Inside I think I'm dying, 'cause I know it through, but I dream of you. Just get me high, and everything that's fast starts moving slow. Oh, 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 'cause laying without you feels kinda cold. Oh, 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 oh. You got me real.
Video inceptioning you.
that'll be 120 pounds for this set.
What's going on? I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my training today. I know you guys have been seeing me jump into a new training cycle by my coach, and I haven't really explained exactly why it's set up the way it is and like what my plans are for my training moving forward. So I figured I would explain this a little bit to you guys and also give you some like informational tips here and there as well within me explaining what I'm doing, so you guys can it can hopefully help you guys in order to adjust your training based off your goals. I asked my coach to explain exactly why, just so I can explain it to you guys, and he's like, yeah, sure. And he sent me like voice messages explaining everything, and he goes, hopefully this helps you better able to explain it to your people. So to my people, here's my notes from my coach's explanation. Before we get into like why I'm training the way I'm training, I just wanted to explain rep ranges a little bit. Rep ranges are a huge question that I get a lot, especially because I'm a bikini competitor, but I'm also transitioning into powerlifting now, and I'm planning on doing a meet sometime in 2017. I'm not exactly sure when yet, but because I'm transitioning, a lot of people ask me like, okay, so why are you doing rep ranges specifically for this? And now that you're powerlifting, how come you're doing sets of 6 and 12 for everything? So I wanted to clarify that a little bit. So we have 3 kinds of rep ranges: hypertrophy, strength, and power. Hypertrophy rep ranges are more of like the 65%, 75%, aka like 8 through 12. Those rep ranges are going to create a lot more muscular damage. So typically bodybuilding style training, you use rep ranges between 8 and 12 just so you can create more muscular damage to whatever particular muscle that you're training. It's more bodybuilding specific and less powerlifting specific. Strength rep ranges are going to be between 3 and 5 or so. It's probably around 75% of your 1 rep max, and that's definitely included likely in both kinds of training, but so like I like to include strength rep ranges within my bodybuilding training as well, just because getting stronger allows you to build more muscle as well. Then power rep range is going to be more of like the 1 to 2, maybe 3, probably more so 1 to 2, higher intensity, higher weight, lower rep, probably above 80 to 90% of your 1 rep max. Those are going to be more sport specific, so you're not necessarily going to be doing 1 to 2 reps of anything unless you're training specifically for a sport where you have to do that on the platform, like powerlifting. So bodybuilding, you don't necessarily need to be testing your 1 rep max, trying to go as heavy as possible, trying to see what weight you can do for 1 rep, because that's also kind of dangerous. And it's, again, like I said, it's very sport specific. So those are the 3 rep ranges. So right now, because it's still in my like intro cycle, I call it. That's my first cycle back into training. I took a little bit of time off, not too long. It was like a week or so after my show. And the last 6 weeks or so of my prep, I was not incorporating any squats or deadlifts, simply because number 1, I did break my wrist, and I did not incorporate any barbell work at all when I had a broken wrist. And then towards the end of prep, I was just focusing on mostly bodybuilding stuff. I was trying to incorporate things like rack deadlifts just so I can keep the movement within my body, but for the most part, strength was low, energy was low, so keeping things to the higher rep range was going to be a better fit. So moving on, now that I'm in my introductory phase for this cycle and focusing on potentially a powerlifting meet, it's kind of like I'm in newbie phase. So if you guys are new, maybe this is something that you can do as well, because it's kind of a similar situation as to where I wasn't doing that at all, and now I'm trying to introduce it back into my training. He said that the reason that we're doing these higher rep ranges, sets of 6 and sets of 12, is because number 1, I want to perfect my craft. So because I'm doing sets of 12, that just gives me 12 opportunities for 3 or 4 sets each time I train to perfect my craft of squatting, deadlifting, benching. Those are the 3 things that I want to perfect. So I'm just trying to get the movement back into my body. I'm trying to allow my body to remember exactly how to do that. I'm trying to practice the technique a little bit more. And another reason is that in order to get stronger, your volume has to increase over time. If you guys don't know what volume is, it's going to be weight times reps times sets. So as long as your weight, reps, and sets are increasing over time, that's why it's kind of important to track your weights. If you aren't doing that yet, you should probably start tracking your weights and seeing kind of where you're at. Because if you increase either your weight, increase your reps, or increase your sets, then over time you're going to get stronger and build more muscle, because that's how the muscle in the body works. You have to do more over time. So the main thing to focus on if you're trying to build muscle or trying to gain strength is to increase your volume. In terms of a timeline, if I'm focusing on getting closer to the meet, which is going to be in a few months from now, I'm not exactly sure when, I'm going to be doing more power specific training, so rep ranges of like 1 or 2, but now that I'm kind of in the introductory phase, I'm going to be doing higher rep ranges, and then I'm going to slowly start incorporating strength rep ranges, slowly going to start incorporating power rep ranges, and then as I get closer to the meet, I'm going to slowly start decreasing the hypertrophy higher rep ranges. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I try not to sit down and talk for too long, just because I know a lot of you guys don't necessarily want to sit down and listen. A lot of these videos are for entertainment because I like entertaining you guys. That's part of me bringing out my creative side, doing YouTube, editing the videos, making them entertaining for you guys to watch throughout the whole entire thing. But I also want to be as informative and helpful as I can. So let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll let you guys get to the rest of the video.